Hi everyone, this is Kate Denning coming to you from a spiritual events directory. I'll just wait for a few more people to come on board, but I'll just check my picture here as well too. Got a bit of darkness in there, bit of shadow. Okay. Yeah, that's looking a little bit better. So anyway, while we're waiting for some people, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name's Kate Denning, for those that don't know me, and I am live here at the Rendezvous Tea Room at Wollongabba. Can you hear me clearly for those that are watching now? Just give me a yes. Thanks, thumbs up, awesome. So I opened up this business on the 9th of July, which was only a couple of weeks ago. I've reopened the Rendezvous Tea Room after my friend passed away, Luke Quadrilli. Anyway, I'm going to take you, I'll wait for a few more people to come on, but I'm going to take you for a walk around the room and show you what we've got going here. I'm keeping it very much the same. So for those that knew Luke Quadrilli, sadly he passed away on the 9th of May this year in a tragic accident with the lime green scooter. Hi Michelle, hi Belinda, hi Catherine. Yeah, he passed away tragically on the 9th of May. And he was a dear friend of mine, and he was also my mentor. And I'm going to talk a little bit later about the A to Z of tea leaf reading as well. So with this show, I was thinking what I'd like to do is, today is my very first day on spiritual events. And what I want to do is talk about what we'll be doing here at the Rendezvous Tea Room and what I do. I'll probably do a product a week and show you how they work, and also have special guests as well too. So we might have a little bit of an interruption after, because at 10 o'clock the doors open here, which wasn't very good timing on my part, but we'll have the lovely Tania Jones that's coming in, and she comes here on Thursdays and does tarot. She is also a hypnotherapist as well too. So you can always go onto the page, the Rendezvous Tea Room, and the information will be up there about the different readers that come here every day. So I'll have special guest speakers. Belinda Hayes is on here already. Hi Belinda. And she will be coming here on the 23rd of August. And she will be doing a talk on crystals, everyday crystal use. I listened to her talk last week on this page, and it was just absolutely fascinating. And I love crystals. I don't know too much about their properties and what they're for, but I use my crystals every day. I read the crystal balls. I love my clear quartz, my rose quartz, amethyst, but the clear quartz is the best one to be using when you are doing crystal ball readings, okay? Crystal ball scrying. Yeah, so I'll be talking about that and talking about all those different things. Now, just to give you a bit of an idea of what's going on here this month, it's pretty busy. Tuesdays are meditation. So we start at 7 o'clock, and the Rendezvous Tea Room is in Wollongabba. Hi Lisa, hi Angelina. So 7 o'clock we do a guided meditation every week. Now I do turn on a CD, okay? I'll find a special one each week to play. because what I do when that's on, I pick up messages, and I might have messages to pass on to everyone that's here. So I do a little bit of mediumship during that time as well too. Then each week we look at some specific tool that we can use, whether it be getting the cards out, programming pendulums, looking at auras. There's a whole lot of different things that we look at there. And then I also work with abundance as well too. So with that, at the moment, the book that we're using is, I'll just show you, is E Squared by Pam Grout. There's an E Cubed as well too. I absolutely love this book, and I talk about it all the time when people come in here. You know, people that are feeling lost and they don't know their direction. When you read this, it changes the way you think. It's just incredible. You know, we walk around with blinkers on, we don't realise that we're doing that. And it opens your eyes to so much more that's around. So I'll talk a little bit about that as well too, and the experiments that we do. This week's experiment 6. So what I have done with that, it's about the power of our thought, and with that, how we feel and what we can, you know, the way we talk to people. And so, just one moment, I'm being watched by my husband. He's standing over the top of me. Hey, how's this? I'm okay talking to you, all you guys, live out there, but when I've got someone standing over me watching me, I feel a little bit funny. Go and find a seat somewhere. Hang on, come here. This is my wonderful husband, Russell. Without him, like, I wouldn't be here. He has just been awesome. In 2010, I was really sick and I nearly died. Dropped down 43 kilos, had a heart attack, perforated bowel, had a colostomy bag for about 6 months, and was told I would never work again, and I was put on a disability pension. Anyway, through my husband taking care of me and the support of him and listening to a meditation CD every single day, which was Storing Virtue Angel Medicine, it helped cut the ties of the past and then heal my body. And so on you, Russell. Hi, Russell. So yeah, I would listen to meditation every single day. Some days I couldn't even get out of bed because I had chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia with it as well too. So I am fine now. I'm totally healthy. I went off the disability pension. I have been running my business since 2012. So that was my into spirituality as well too. Like, I've always been spiritual. Saw my first ghost, had first experience when I was about 14 years old, and over the years I've just had different things happen, but 46 seems to be a big turning point in a lot of people's lives. And if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, that's when spirit comes along and gives you a good kick up the backside. And mine was massive. Hopefully, you know, if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, that won't happen to you. But, you know, if you get a kick up the bum, you know you're on the wrong path. And since I've started doing this, life has just been so much better. So anyway, with that interruption there, so I'll go back to this, okay? You'll find, I'm really sorry, you'll find that I go off track a lot. So I'll send me messages and tell me that I've got to come back, okay? Fibromyalgia, go down to the hemp embassy. Medical cannabis oil is amazing, absolutely amazing. if you send them an email and ask them how it can help you, they'll steer you in the right direction of what it is that you should be doing. Okay. Yes, I love Doreen too. The old Doreen. Back to experiment 6 for this week. So up here I have got, I'll just get them. I'm doing rice. Last year, when we did this experiment with the girls, we had our book club. We did it with, I got seeds and we planted some flowers. And what we were to do was, on one container that we had the seeds in, was send it love. Okay, every day, just tell it that you love it. And then you had another one that you didn't do anything with, and then the other one was to tell it that you hated it. Okay, it was hard, like saying I hate you to a plant, but you could see the difference. The ones that you were sending love to did grow better, and I wasn't doing anything differently with them. I was still watering all of them, apart from giving love to one and hate to another and ignoring the other. So this time we're doing it with rice. Okay, so I've got on there I love you, and we're supposed to leave it in there for a month and see what happens. So each week I'll leave them up here and I'll bring them down so we can have a look. So I've got I love you, and then we've got the one here that doesn't have anything on it at all, and then this one here I've got on there with sad faces, I hate you. So I don't have to do anything, just leave them there, and we'll see what happens in a few weeks. So it's really important. That's why we're talking about, you know, you need to praise your children. You look at children that are put down all the time, and you know, they have a really hard life. And I see it so often. You know, I'll have people come in and I'll do readings for them, and one of the first signs is they might look okay, but if I look at their hands, you know, you can see it on their hands that they are constantly putting themselves down, because that is what they've grown up with. So words, be careful with your words. If you've not got anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Okay? Full stop. I've actually got that written on my mirror at home from the E Squared book, different messages. Okay, so hi Julie, hi Tammy. Yes, now you can also get this book here. Okay, it's $26, and if you want me to post it to you, just let me know. So just send me a message. Okay. At the top of the page I should have put my email address or my phone number, but I'll go back and do that after. But it is 0411 254 880, or if you go on to the Rendezvous Tea Room page, the one that's open, the other one I haven't got the password for yet, but if you go on there and you can put your orders on there. Okay, so Tuesday meditations, I was talking about all the different things that we do with meditation, and we go through and we'll learn how to cleanse and protect ourselves. Now, this Friday, tomorrow, we have got, hi Patricia, we have got what is called the Psychic Circuit. Now, this is new. I used to do psychic nights, psychic and healing nights at home. And this was with my students, and it was a way of supporting them and getting them out there and doing their thing. Because when you do, like when you go off and do classes in any industry, what happens after? You're sort of left by yourself to your own devices, and a lot of people don't do anything with it after. So what I do here, I just don't do the classes, which is tea leaf reading, palmistry, tarot, your meditation. I also have what is called a tea and tarot night, which is practice for the students so they can come back and just sit with other students and have a bit of a practice, and I'm there to help out. And then we have what was a psychic night, which is now our psychic circuit, where the students get to then interact with customers, okay, from New Zealand. Hi from New Zealand. So I'll take you for a little bit of a walk. Now I think I can turn this around and I'll show you what we'll be doing, okay? So each table I have got set up for different things. Now, this area here, is it going to turn around? Okay, so we've got this area here, just waiting for it to come in. We've got a board game there, which I'm going to get out, which is for 4 players. It's a tarot one. We come down here, in this area here, this is where you get your tea leaf readings done. So you can come in for a cup of tea and a tea leaf reading for just $22.50. At this table here, get Russ to move his head back. This table here is Eleanor's table. Now, she's another dear friend of mine. I met her around the same time I met Luke, and she also passed away this year too, within 2 months of each other. So I love her card system. So this is the best tarot deck that I've ever come across. So that'll be there, and there'll be someone there showing you how to use them and makes you look like a professional within minutes. Then this table here, I've taken away one of my crystal balls. I've got the tea leaf reading book here with the crystal balls. So you can sit down here and see what you see in the crystal ball, and then you can go to the tea leaf reading book because the meanings are universal, and then you can see what the meanings of the images are that you're seeing. And then at this table here will be the pendulum table. So this is for your simple yes and no questions. And what I've done is, I'm just holding this up, is I've got this. So this will be there'll be something like this on every wall. And even when you come in here for tea, it will give you the instructions of how to use it. So you can sit there, you can have your cup of tea, your Devonshire tea, and you can have a little play at the same time. So say hi again, Russ. I've left the king and queen up there. This is done up like the 1940s style, and I've left it pretty much the same because this is the way that Luke had it, and I wanted to honour him because this is the last tea room of its kind. The Destiny Tea Room was the second last one, which closed down in the early 90s, 1990. So that's all in my book too, like the history of the tea houses that were throughout Brisbane. And if you go into the book, it'll actually, I'll just have a quick look, all the different rooms that used to be around, because it was quite popular back in the day where people would go to these hidden places, because it was actually illegal to do readings up until 2002 here in Queensland. So there's a picture of Luke and myself, and how this book came about was I did my very first tea leaf reading for myself back in 2012, and after having the strokes I had trouble remembering things, and I always have my trusty diary on me. Okay, I've got so many diaries to write things down, so just in case I forget. So anyway, I met Luke after I'd done my first tea leaf reading, and I started writing things down, get this, on the 10th of the 11th, 12th, 10, 11, 12, okay? And I've got that in the book about synchronicities and things that were happening and what I was thinking, and I was seeing it nearly straight away. And then I was in Hastings Street up in Noosa, and I was served a cup of tea, and I thought I would try and like read my own leaves. And I've been fascinated with it ever since because of what I saw in there. So I wanted to write all this down. And anyway, so this is a book about synchronicities as well. So not long after I'd heard about this guy, Luke Quadrilli, that I wanted to meet him and find out more about tea leaf reading. And he invited me here, and the lovely Tania's just walked in. I'm doing a live.
Ah,
Yes, this is my... Come and introduce yourself.
good morning. Great to meet you.
So this is Tania Jones I was telling you about. So she's here on Thursdays doing tarot. And what else do you do?
I do hypnosis as well and energy healing. And you can have a 15-minute, 30-minute or 45-minute session for tarot. And the hypnosis is 90 minutes because you need a thorough consultation. And, oh, you're right, my aroma cards. If you love your essential oils, this is one of my creative babies. It's a 52-card set, an A to Z of the essential oils. And it's full of information about how to use them for your emotional, mental and physical well-being. And they're so pretty. They're not just practical, they're pretty. Anyway, I'll let Kate carry on with you. It's lovely to meet you. I've photobombed the video live.
So there you go. That's Tania. So every Thursday she will be here. Yep, so where was I up to? Off track again, that's me. So with the tea leaf reading, so I came and met Luke and I started working here after he had shown me and showed me how to do the tea leaf reading. And he asked me if I wanted to work here. I've just got to slow myself down a little bit again because I've gone off track and just trying to remember what I was saying. And I said to him, we need to get this out there because tea leaf reading was dying. Not many people were doing it, and it was a dying art. Like, all the tea rooms had been closing down because the rents got too expensive, and then once the laws were squashed in 2002, then you had a whole lot of other psychics that came out of the woodworks. And yeah, so the industry was sort of just dying, and I wanted to get it back out there. So I said to Luke, let's run a tea leaf reading class. And he had some notes already. And then I used those. And then I also did some more research myself. And I think it was around about, it was either 2013 or 2014, I ran my very first class for tea leaf reading from here. And that is how my book actually started. And then I just built on it from there. And then I wanted to put in there about the information of the tea houses that used to be in Brisbane, because Luke started this place and he had it looking like the 1940s in honour of the people that used to do this. Audrey Mead, I think, was the lady that used to own the Rendezvous Tea Room when it was back in the old Penny's building. And they retired, they were about 94 years old. And then Luke took it on to continue it for them. So here I am, I'm writing a book about it, and then Luke passes away only 13 days after he gets the copy of his book. And I came past here one night just to talk to the dead, as you do, you know, as I do, and just to talk to Luke. And here's a sign on the door to say that it was up for lease. So next thing I know, I'm in here. That was like 2 weeks later and I'm in here. So I want to keep this place going for him. You know, we'll do the high teas, the tea leaf reading, but I'll also be bringing the spiritual realm into it as well too, where I have my classes. So I ran my very first tea leaf reading workshop back in here only last Wednesday, which was a fabulous night. And what else? Got Palmistry next week, so I'll be doing Palmistry here. And then, like on the psychic circuits, will be the time for the students to come in here and then get to spend some time with the customers as well too, to just give them that courage to get out there, you know, to have someone hold their hand, because it's hard getting out there and promoting yourself. Like, where do you start? Okay, now I want to go to what is coming up. So we've done the psychic circuit. Then Saturday night is the Witches' Ball, and I read that there was still some tickets left for that. So the Witches' Ball, which will be in at Fortitude Valley. So just go on to Facebook page and look under the Witches' Ball and you'll find all the information for that. Then Tuesday, which is meditation, which is 7 o'clock, and that is $25. Like I said, meditation and manifestation. We'll be working on that. Manifestation is just amazing. Working with E Squared and the Magic by Rhonda Bryan. I have got my wagon, my gypsy wagon this year. For those that don't know about it, I have got this gorgeous little gypsy wagon that I go around and I do psychic parties in. I go and do expos, and at home I read from in the wagon. So I'm still doing some stuff from home. Palmistry is on Wednesday the 7th, starts at 6 o'clock and goes till 9 o'clock, and that day we'll be looking at all the major lines. Palmistry is a fantastic tool to use in readings because it's actually scientific. Your fingerprints are there from the time you are born until you die. They tell us about your personality, your weaknesses and your strengths. And then the lines, like the lifeline, can tell you, we can look at ages on the lifeline. Events that happen in your lifetime will show up on your lifeline at around about the age. So you can even pick like the ages, certain things that have happened. And you can see things into the future, and you can also see too where there could be hereditary illnesses in the family. Hi Kerry. Not so long ago, actually one of my customers has just had an operation, and if you go on to, I think it's the Spiritual Realm page, the Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning, and you can read from there, from Amanda, about what had happened with her. And just in this area here, I had picked up something to do with her uterus. Anyway, she went and had it checked, and she ended up having surgery only 2 weeks ago. So I think she was like stage 3 cancer. So things like that can show up. Now, when something like that does show up and it shows up in the future, know that you can go and get something done. Okay, you can go to the doctors, and because you can change it, you can change your future, you can change your destiny. Go to the doctors, have some blood tests done, have a checkup. You know, if your fingernails are the first things to really show if there's anything that's going wrong. Okay, you might start getting ridges down your nails if they discolor. They might start to look a little bit wider. These are all things that doctors notice when you come in there, and they'll have a look at your hands and they can pick up different things. Diabetes can be picked up on the hand. There's a whole lot of things. So palmistry next week, and fabulous. Then on Thursday we have got Kerry Kirwan coming here, and she will be doing a talk. So for people that have written your own book or created your own deck of cards, come and see me. I'd love to meet you. Maybe you would like to do a meet and greet the author night. So this is what we're doing with Kerry next week. So she has got this book, Bloom and Burn. Okay, and this is about her spiritual trip. Now with Kerry, I'll read you a little bit about this. She's just given me a little bit of an introduction for you. So Bloom and Burn, self-realized spiritual mentor communication, and we'll be doing meditation on the night as well too, and realization. The evening will begin at 6:30 with some nibbles, chatter, and connecting with each other. It is also the 8th of the 8th, so it's the opening of the Lion's Gate. So come and join Kerry at the Rendezvous Tea Room for the energetic activation of the opening of the Lion's Gate. The Lion's Gateway energy is an opportunity for those who are ready to expand their consciousness. It's about awakening to our embodying divinity within a physical form. Bloom and Burn is a book that explains the process that enables Kerry to discover and experience the divine from within and give expression to it. Kerry shares important tools and realizations that will assist those who seek to know themselves beyond the ego. All who attend Kerry's talk workshop will be gifted a signed copy of Bloom and Burn. On the evening, Kerry will give a talk and a personal share aspects of her journey. Through the progression of Kerry's talk, she will guide the participants through a creative process to realize and lift some of the veils that may be masking the truth within each who have felt the call to attend the evening. The evening will conclude with a demonstration of a divine transmission by Kerry and will proceed into a silent meditation. The evening will conclude at 8:30 with a short story chosen the evening from the divine from within. Sorry, I missed a few words there. Kirwan, author, Bloom of Burn, realized a spiritual mental communication. I think it's all come through again. I think there was a double print of it. Okay, so we'll stop there. So that is on Thursday night. So love to see you. Get onto the page and you'll see all the details there of how you can book in. Then on Friday night, this is the practice night for the students. So tea and tarot and palmistry, of course, too. And that is from 6 till 8 p.m. Oh, and then on Saturday we have I got her book here? The lovely Amanda de Warren coming here. So that's on Saturday the 10th. And she is well known for communicating with animals, has worked with Steve Irwin. Here she is, the lovely Amanda de Warren. Okay, so she's a dear friend of mine and she is coming here to read for you and your animals, to bring through your past loved ones, and you are more than welcome to bring your animals in that day too. Now, if you've got a horse, maybe outside on the pathway, she might be able to come out there and read for you. But just give me a call and go onto my page, and there's also her PA's number, Tracy, so you can organise something with her as well too. Now she is doing a special for us on the day, so it's only $130 for 45 minutes. And like I said, bring your animals in, okay? So we'd love to see you on the day. What else do we have? Sunday on the 11th, I'm going to be at Chameleon New Age Salon. Now this is down the Gold Coast and she has got a special spring event on. So with that, she's going to have a whole lot of people on doing readings and doing talks. If you haven't been there, do yourself a favour. It is the most amazing salon. When you walk in, she's got hairdressers to the left and she does the most amazing colours. So if you want to, all the rainbow colours, great hairdresser, and that's how she started off. Then on the right hand side, she has got all the spiritual things from the floor to the ceiling, and her husband he's very creative, and the way he has set everything up is just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful carpentry work there. Then you go up the stairs, and so there's this curved stairway that goes upstairs, and she has got a coffee lounge up there. She's got readers up there. She does yoga. People can go and have a facial up there too. There's aura cameras up there. We've got Kerry here. Thank you, Kate. I look forward to giving expressions of the divine on the 8th. Hi, Kerry. I'm looking forward to you coming here. Kerry is just beautiful, and she's a great artist as well too. So maybe we might even see some of her artwork. Yeah, so new Chameleon New Age Salon. So that is, I think it's on the main road down there. But just go and check it out. Hi, RM. What else have we got? Then Tuesday again, we've got meditation. And on the 15th, we have got full moon with Alicia. So she'll be doing a guided meditation. She'll be talking about the full moon and how to work with the moon. She always does something a little bit different, and usually it's an awesome night. Then back down to Chameleon on the 22nd. Now I haven't booked in my next day here for tea leaf reading class, but just keep an eye on the page, the Rendezvous Tea Room. But I will be down at Chameleon New Age Salon on Thursday night, the 22nd, and running a tea leaf reading workshop down there. And if you want, there's also my book. Don't forget my book, $20, The A to Z of Tea Leaf Reading by Kate Denning, okay, which has got all the information in there. Then on the 23rd, I think that's that's a Friday night. We've got the lovely Belinda Hayes here. Now she'll be doing a talk on crystals, okay? The meanings of crystals, what they're used for. So that's going to be fabulous. The 29th, I'm going to be down at Kirwan RSL. I'll have a stand down there. And David Laws, anyone knows David Laws, he's absolutely beautiful and so funny. He has got a show down there with Peter Williams, I think his name is, and he's also fabulous too. So they both work very differently to each other, but they both work really well together as well too. So that will be a really good night. You know, even if you don't get a reading yourself, just to see what they bring in is absolutely incredible. Both of them are so accurate and so good at what they do. And then on the 30th of August, we have got the new moon with Alicia. So check out the Rendezvous Tea Room page, or go on to the Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning. Either one of them will have the information there for you. I know a lot of you are already on the Spiritual Realm page, so you can get the information from there. So this week's product, we'll start with me because it's all about me. This is the A to Z of tea leaf reading. So it shows you in here how to do tea leaf reading, the preparations for doing tea leaf reading, and then it's got a whole lot of different symbols in here with the meanings in there as well. Now this one here, can you see Pegasus just here? So that was in my cup last year. So if we go and read Pegasus, Pegasus is about Olympic endeavours, great success, your guiding light, the carrier of lightning, power, stability, aspiration to harness the highest of accomplishments, being able to harness magic in the material plane, rising above problems, achieving something great. So you've got all the meanings in there. So that was in my teacup last year, and it's amazing, like, since then, what has happened in my life. It's just been an absolutely wonderful journey, and I know that there's still more to come. Also too, I had, should see my fairy. This one here, we've got, see the hummingbird? And then we can see that the hummingbird is drinking from this bell-shaped flower. So the hummingbird is about a joy for life. This one here, can you see the horse's head? This guy comes to me quite regularly, and he's got, his grandfather was a horse trainer. So he comes through all the time with tips. All I have to do is just give him all the symbols that I'm seeing, and then he works it out and he'll tell me what horse it was. So in this one here, you can see we've got the horse, we've got like what looks like to me like an Egyptian boat. Now in the dust, you could actually see like pyramids all through here. And then on the side, you can't see it on this one here, but that was a picture of the ankh. So we had all Egyptian symbols. The horse's name was actually Egyptian symbol, and it came first. What else? This one here is my fairy. Can you see her? You can see the long hair, you can see the fairy wings, you can see the wand here that she's holding. Okay, so the fairy is about magical things happening. What have we got here? It's about joy, enchantment, and great fortune. And when that came out in my cup last year, not long after, I got asked to go onto a radio station. I did that for 6 months, and that was a lot of fun. And now I want to do, we've got 15 minutes. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to do a couple of quick readings, okay? And I'm going to use Eleanor Stick, my first tarot. So, my dear friend, she passed away in February this year. I met her at the Mind Body Spirit Expo back in, would have been 2013, February 2013. Anyway, I bought these cards and I took them home and I had a bit of a play with them, and I was so amazed at how accurate they were. Now, each card has got 8 meanings on there, okay? So depending, and then you deal out 8 cards, and you deal them out like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, depending on where they land is to what message you would read in the box, okay? But also too, there's another way. Now, this is what I'm going to do now. So, Vicky, you're up first. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick out one card for Vicky, okay? And it is the 8 of Staves, or the 8 of Wands. Now, that in itself is about, it can be about travel and going ahead with future plans and things taking off very quickly, okay? So up the top, we've actually got the meaning of the card, okay? So it's a great way to learn tarot as well too. So it says, go ahead with travel plans. Matters related to money are coming and need to be finalised. Now, if we look at the box on the right, second box down on the right, this explains what is happening now in your life, okay? So it says sudden movement, sudden activity. Everything is changing so fast. Speed up and travel, okay? And then we could look at the bottom left box, and that is your advice, okay? That's the advice by your guides. And it says, you need to speed up or be left behind. You may have to consider travel or healing. It's okay to make changes in your life. Okay, Susie. Let's do one for you, Susie. Okay. Oh, I've got 2 for you, Susie. The first one is the Devil, and the second one is 6 of Cups. Better the devil you know. This can be about contracts. It can be, you're welcome, Vicky. It can be self-sabotage as well too. Now, the meaning of the card is that you need to check all contracts. You need to cross the T's, dot the I's. It's in the details, okay? It can be about temptation. It is also, look, it's also, everything has got a positive and a negative, okay? This could be about a marriage. This could be signing a marriage certificate, okay? But it's about checking the paperwork. Now, where you are right now, it says you're committed to the choices you've made with people at work. Be aware of new binding contracts and check the details. So that's that one. And then we have got the Six of Cups, which is about the past. So the waters of remembrance, reunions, happiness, a place or a person from the past. So emotional attachments to the people or the places from your past are impacting on you now, okay? Angelina, okay, let's see what we have for you. We have got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this one is about moving home. It could, or changing work, improving things in the home, and it can be people moving away or towards you as well. Home or work is improving due to your efforts. Keep up the good work and keep moving. And the advice that you're given is it might be time for you to consider changing your career or living environment. Maybe just a clean out is required. Okay. Who have we got now? I think Jessica. Jessica was next. Okay, Jessica. We have got the Knight of Swords for you. Okay, and the Knight of Swords, moving house to support a relationship, a shift and changing within 12 months, planning ahead, clear and calm thinking, dreaming of the future. Your thoughts are racing away with you. Keep your thoughts positive and calm and plan ahead. And your advice is charge. There's lightning fast thought needed and swift decisions to be made. Get on with it. Don't delay. Decide now. Okay? They're starting to go very quick now. I hope I haven't missed out on anyone. Okay, so next one. I am doing one for Marnie now. Okay. Marnie, we've got the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is about celebrations, okay? It's about celebrating life. It's about special things that are coming up for you. Weddings, invitations, beautiful events, surprises, gifts of all kind, joyful interludes, a hidden network of support around you. Now, it says, you are hoping and praying for a beautiful event to occur. You need a nice surprise right now. So maybe things might not have been too good for you, but it's saying that you've got a lovely surprise that's coming up. Now your advice is stay open to surprises, even if you don't like them and even if they're unpleasant to you. Give a gift also, even if it is to yourself. You deserve it. Okay. Susie, you are welcome. Ange. Okay, Ange, I have got the Five of Swords for you. Okay. What's it say? Make a home or a job change. Small sacrifices to get what it is that you want. Living or working overseas, where to next? Stop changing your mind, okay? So this is about just doing what you have to do at the moment as well too. So even if you're not happy with where you are with your work, it's just be grateful that you've got something for now that's keeping the roof over your head and the food on your table. So you don't know where you're going next, which means you can go anywhere and do anything. Take the home or the job change. So if something is offered to you, take it, okay? But pick a path, any path. You don't know what you want to do next, then you can do anything. Don't block your choices. Okay. One for Rose. Oh, Rose, you've got the High Priestess. Okay, so that's about going on your spiritual journey. That's about teaching what it is that you do. It's about doing study. It's intuition, gaining certification. Stay positive about children. Rely on your intuition and your instinctive abilities. You need to listen to your inner guidance right now. It's very accurate. Your intuition and your divine guidance is accurate. You need to start following your own inner guidance rather than relying on other people. Okay. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Diane. Hi, Lisa. Okay, so who am I up to now? Lisa, I think. You're welcome, Ange. Lisa, you have got the Death card. Now, the Death card is not a scary thing, okay? What it means is you've got a big change going on in your life. It's about endings. It's about new beginnings. So it can be a very exciting time in your life. You're in the middle of change right now that may feel good or bad. Life constantly changes anyway. So accept it. It's about removing clutter from your life, removing the dead wood. Get rid of what it is that you don't need and just move on, okay? So there's our readings for today. I hope you have enjoyed that. Now these cards, they come with the mud map of how you deal them out and what each area means, okay? So top left card, we've got, I won't be much longer, sorry. I've got a customer here, I think, for a tea leaf reading. So, top left card, we read the top left box, and that is all about you. Top right card, we read the top right box, and that is your distant past. Second card down on the left, we read the second box on the left, and that is your recent past. Then we come down here, and we have got what is happening now, what is coming up, what is happening around you. Now this one here, what's happening around you. Now it might not be about you, but can still affect you. Then we have got down here our advice and then our current future. So each card, like I said, is going to show you the meaning of the card. And then we've got 8 different meanings here again, okay? So they're a wonderful way to learn. When I teach tarot, I use these cards, and they're the easiest cards to use yourself to do a reading for yourself because it's actually there on the card, and you can't read anything else sort of into it. It's there in your face. Now it comes in this beautifully presented box, and we have got a photo here of Eleanor and some information about Eleanor. And then in here we have also got the book with more in-depth meanings and other ways to use the cards as well too. So they're $55. If you need them delivered, it's an extra $13, but just send me a message. Go to my page, the Rendezvous Tea Room with Kate Denning, and you can get all the information there, or you can give me a call on 0411 254 880, and I'll also put the information above on this for you to go to as well too. So I hope you have enjoyed today, and you're welcome, Ange and Lisa. Any questions? If you want to come for a high tea here, do a high tea on the weekends, and it's $50 per person. So with every person they get the high tea plus they get a tea leaf reading. Tomorrow we have got Rob in here, and he does palmistry and tarot. So he's here in the morning. On Tuesday, we have got Kat Edwards doing readings as well. Have I forgotten anyone? Tania. I'm just trying to think who else comes here. Oh, Josephine. Josephine's on Saturdays. Okay, so she does tea leaf reading and she does the cards as well too. And I do palmistry, tarot, tea leaf reading, mediumship work, and I'm here most days. And there's also Alicia as well. And crystal ball gazing too, I do. So check out the page, see what we've got on, and we would love to see you in here. So have a wonderful, safe week, everyone, and I shall see you again next Thursday at 9:30. Bye.